yeah, but I also got a day off today, so a few bits and bobs on the cars. So today's hopefully a quick job on the Subaru WR1 STi is to fit the rear diffuser, the rear under tray diffuser. Reason is they look really good for a start, but also I do notice that when you drive along you do get that sort of like slight sort of bellowing sound from the back, and I feel that having the back end underneath where the rear bumper is, that sort of area there, I think that if that's actually panelled in, honestly the airflow is going to go so much better, and that is also what the internet says as well. So yep, here we go. Got an item here from it's from HT Autos. Let me have a look at these. So I've used these guys before, and I know there's a sticker on here somewhere. Here we go, HT Autos in the UK, and ordered it yesterday and arrived today. That's why I like them, because they have quality products and they send stuff out quick. So I actually had the front splitter, front lip from them as well. Good prices, and let's say it includes that free delivery as a general rule, for those guys. So yeah, that's it there, quality. So pan round to the back. Standard bit of cardboard down. You've got the tray here. Also comes with all the fixtures and fittings, which looks, I think they're stainless steel. They look stainless by the markings on them. Okay, that's one half, obviously. And then we've got the smaller piece here. You can buy a piece which is just the centre piece. I'm not sure why you necessarily wouldn't go for the full piece. So yeah, hopefully this will all fit. It does say on the internet, on their website, I think, that you might need to remove the towing eye, which I will need to remove the towing eye, or you'll need to cut out potentially a section here for it. So I'll probably unbolt it, I expect, because I guess if I do break down, then they can use the front one. The rear one, so this side here, again I'm not sure how it's going to work with the Janome exhaust on and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, when it's what I'll do is obviously I'll offer it in place, have a look, and then go from there and see what I need to do. I did look on a couple of videos online that said you might need to cut out a little bit from here for the brackets, that kind of gist. So we'll have a little look. The back fittings here just screw into the back of the spare wheel well, so obviously remove the tyre, just in case it goes through, that kind of thing. Have a look behind it, make sure drill it properly and all that sort of stuff. When I mount this, I'm not sure if I'm going to put this piece here ideally underneath this rather than on top of it. I'm going to have a look and to see how it pans out when it's fitted in place. But obviously if it's underneath there, it might be sort of look visually better. So we'll see how it comes out. So I want it to look right first time. Obviously WR1 STi, and also it's a car that I love as well. Cool. Right, let me crack on. Right, well, also it's done. So it wasn't too bad a job. Took about an hour and a half, I suppose, all in. Pretty nice. So the tools you need is basically you need a drill, selection of drill bits, definitely a jack, because you want to literally jack the car off like an inch on each side as you're fitting it, just under one of the arms, that's all, because that way lets you be able to get your drill underneath here to drill out these larger ones here with a large drill bit. Ruler, Sharpie, these are incredibly handy. So get some 10mm press fit clips. These material combinations like 8s and 10s, but 10mm is the ones you want, like normal Subaru ones. 6mm is a bit too small. Allen key for these. Remove this, which is the rear towing line. Some files, 8mm spanner, that sort of stuff. But ultimately, it's pretty easy. What I did is these go on fine. Drill them out nice and easy. Fit this piece here, fits on perfectly. I then popped out the original clip there and drilled a hole into the plastic in the right place with the car jacked up an inch, and then reused that clip. And then here put a brand new clip in here in the hole that was there, because you can't get a bolt on the other side of it. So just use another one of those clips there. Happy days. This side here, you can basically, once this piece here is in place, you hold it up basically with like literally a pot at the end, and then what you can do is you can basically just get your arm sort of through the gap here, and get the nuts and washers on the back of these two. This one here is more difficult, but you can do it. These three here you can get from putting your arm on this side by obviously hanging this piece of plastic downwards, Same for this one here. You can get your hand in there. That's pretty easy. Then once those are in place, you can then lift it up at the back here. Put pilot hole through on one side. There's just two fixings here, and then obviously remove the spare wheel, and then you'll see where it comes out of, and then just drill it out from the other side with the 5mm. Put the nut and bolt through, tighten it on this side, easy. Do the same for the other one, which is just here. Just those two there. So that's really easy. But obviously remove your spare wheel first. And again on this one here, you can't put a nut and bolt on this side, and that's where it lands rather than there. So I just again drilled it through with a 10mm and put the press fit clip on. And then here I actually removed a bit of the plastic here, because this typically was right in line with this little bit of curved. This actually curved bit of plastic here, so it's right underneath it, or if it's on top, it's right on the edge and it looked crap. So I thought, you know what, the less of the crap options is to cut a little piece out here. So I cut about sort of an inch and a half sort of square here, which looks decent. I'll clean all this up later on. And ultimately it looks much better. This is the thing that Subaru should have fitted on this car. It does look really good. Like I mentioned on this side here, I cut away, I think I mentioned it on a previous part of the video, I think I cut away about 1.5 inches of the plastic here. It rubbed on this exhaust, but obviously try it on your car and see if it rubs, because of course everyone's exhaust is different sizes. And I cut out a little bit of plastic just here, nice and neat, with the fine-toothed saw, and that way the exhaust mount can just sort of skims it. Otherwise it's resting on it and it's pulling this down slightly, that's all. So now it can move, the exhaust can sort of move around, you know, as required, and that bit of clearance, happy days. That's all the plastic I removed there, so that's a bit there for the exhaust mount, and end up cutting it twice, you know, for the muffler, so you can see that I didn't remove too much. Cool. But yeah, it looks really good. Happy days, look at that. So yeah, that's HT Autos. Find them online and say they post, if you order it before midday, they post it out to you and you get it the following day. So lovely, really nice quality. So thanks a lot. Cheers.